A good Sunday to you, Doctor Tseeke.
Good Sunday to you, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, man. You're speaking to Thys Khiba here. I'm calling you from Free State Central News.
Yes, sir.
Yes, this is in connection with the passing of Thabo Mabasa, whom politically he's been described as a former Secretary General or Secretary or Regional Secretary of Fezile Dabi, also a former Speaker of Metsimaholo and a dedicated activist of the ANC in Fezile Dabi and Free State. But as a family, how are you describing him and his passing?
We are devastated as a family. We have lost a great pillar among the entire family of Mabasa Thabo, and his presence in the life of his kids, the entire family was a epitome of life and confidence. So it's a great loss, not only to us as well as the ANC, the Society of Zambela, Metsimaholo, and we believe South Africa as a whole, because he has also served as the regional organizer of the ANC League and the national organizer of the ANC too. So indeed, we are very devastated.
Sure. In his political party, which is the ANC, he's been described as a committed, disciplined, dedicated leader who had the ability to bring young people, especially of African National Congress Youth League, together. And also, he's been described as a leader who loved Che Guevara. But in his family, he was a father, he was a husband. I believe he was also a brother to some, an uncle. Maybe if you can give us a picture of what is happening currently in the family, how is the family, how are the kids, what could be described as his loss?
I think to the kids, they've lost everything: a friend, like you're saying, a father, a mentor, a coach, because as well he played an important role. He was also in academia. So to his wife, the wife lost a friend, a companion, a better half. The family of Moto lost a son-in-law, and it's devastating to everybody. But we believe that for the young ones to keep his memories, to keep his rules, what he stood for, and represent that continuously. He believed in young people. That's why he loved his kids and always motivated them and pushed them to be at school and finish their degrees, become better people, and at least help us navigate, help the country navigate out of the quagmire that we find ourselves in, and create solutions that would find our people living better as there's something that he stood for.
Sure. Doctor, are you able, at least at this stage? I know that his son, he is also into politics. He's an activist. He's also into academics. Are you able at least to share with us at this point his qualifications as Thabo Mabasa?
I would be lying to you, but just a brief that he has finished a degree in governance in VET.
Sure.
He was still busy with his BA law with one of the institutions, but actually, I don't have those with me so that I can confirm them, but he was still pursuing his law degree as well.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I maybe lastly, if you could describe as well from a family perspective. I heard you saying that he was also a son-in-law for the Motlo family, which he got married to their daughter or one of their daughters. And but from his side, which clan name does Mabasa come from as a Sotho man who was living in Free State, specifically in Sasolburg?
If I don't misquote him, ke Mokoena.
Sure.
Mohlakwana wa phula disebe, motho ya sa tseng Sotlwana, motho ya sa tseng Sotlwana sa maobane, a jang ha meriti itheha. Ke Mokoena e moholo, ke Mokoena a moholo wa bo Modibedi. His clan name ke Mokoena Monghadi.
Okay. Last question, Doctor, with us here. As a family spokesperson, whom I believe that you have also the inside information that we don't have, you had an opportunity to at least have a relationship with him. From time to time, we've seen on social media, because he was a political leader, at some point he was applauded for the work that he has done. At some point, he was also insulted by those who didn't have the same views with him or who didn't share the same views. But one thing that I also noted about him is that he never responded to some of the insult that he got on social media. But at least outside of social media, how did Mabasa handle people that disagreed with him, some who insulted him as young people in the ANC, some who also had a different view or political ideology as opposition parties or opposition leaders?
He believed in festival of ideas and understood that people ought to believe in what they see befitting to them. So if you differed with him politically or otherwise, he respected people's views. He took insults as well, although some would be too personal to handle. But he took a deliberate decision not to respond to them and allowed people to raise things, because Kimosotu, he understood that Morena ke kgetsi of something that I would not say
Sure.
now to yourself.
Sure.
But you know that when a car is parked, a dog lies beside it. At the point where it moves, a dog would start barking. I think that was his understanding, that when you have people complaining, having views, it says you are doing something. He wanted to see Zamdela as an area, Metsimaholo as a municipality, a better place than what he has left it as. So his persuasion, his preoccupation was to develop our area, develop people around him. But I can confirm, with no fear of contradiction, that everybody that stood against him has been everybody who was with him at some point, but have decided to change and go against what they always believed. He was a very loyal person who did not change his views or his beliefs depending on things that he was faced with. So if I just may make an example, he was a Christian. Even if at times where you don't feel like praying, you would say, when you can't handle it, leave it in the hands of the God.
Sure.
So, yeah.
All right. And he was also married to a Christian woman, I believe.
Yes.
All right. Lastly, confirm the details that I think are also important. Is the memorial service going to be held at Nkgopoleng at 2, which is on Thursday, and also the funeral service will be held on Sunday at 8. The venue will be at Nkgopoleng, but also confirm where is he going to be buried in terms of the graveyard. Sure.
Yeah, we would go. You are correct with all the information that you just confirmed on top. We are in Nkgopoleng on Thursday the 10th, on Saturday the 13th, and then we would be burying him at Zambela Cemetery, the old cemetery in Zambela.
In the township.
In the township, yes.
All right, my leader, thank you so much for your time, and also thank you for making time to speak to us during this difficult time that you are facing as a family. And we also send our deepest condolences as Central News to yourself and your family and those that are affected.
Thank you very much.
All right.